Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me, Reina Rose. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. So today's topic, we're talking about affirmations and why they're so important. But there are two different ways that you can do affirmations. There's the right way, and then there's a way that I've seen that doesn't really produce any results. I mean, they do help, but it's not as profound as the one that I'm going to talk about and the one that I teach about. So when you're saying I am before you say something else, before you say whether you're saying I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am loved, or whatever, before you affirm the word of a resonance that you want to experience in your life, you sort of have to feel the I am presence. Because who you are is powerful, who you are is important, and you can feel that when you say it from your power, right? You're not just saying it in your mind, I am healthy, I am wealthy. Like I see right now, that, people just say, I am this, I am that. They're not really aware. They're not paying attention to what they're saying, right? And most of the time, people are not even in their bodies when they're affirming things. And so this is where someone just mistakenly say that, oh, affirmations don't work. They do. It just depends on what kind of affirmation you are affirming, right? And how you are doing it. How you're doing it is very, very important. When you say I am, you are affirming the power that's within you. Because you are here as a divine being to create your life exactly like you want, right? So when you say I am, you are commanding your divinity, you are commanding your presence, and you are commanding whatever quality that you want to experience after the I am. So if you're mindlessly saying words without paying attention, yeah, it's gonna work, but it's gonna take a long time because your body has to feel that what you're saying is true. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you don't feel the truth, the resonance of what you're saying, it's like you're just playing at the mental level and your body's not really involved in what you're doing. Affirmations work better when we are present with them. So the presence that's within you, when you're present with yourself, it's like you're giving yourself life, right? You can feel the power when you become present with yourself and really tune into the presence within you. And then it is from there that you actually affirm things. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am loved. You can feel that, and your body is going to kind of respond to kind of tell you that, yeah, what you're saying is true. It's going to affirm what you're saying at a body level. Sometimes people get chills. Sometimes people just feel it at a deep level in a very different way than just saying it, at the mental level. I always give this analogy that if you're saying affirmations just in your mind, in your head, it's like you're driving a car and there's a bridge, there's a bridge ahead of you. It's like if you're just saying the affirmation at the mind, it's like you are kind of daydreaming about what the other side of the bridge looks like. Oh, the water is blue, it's beautiful. But you are not there. You are daydreaming. But when you are involving your body, when you're saying affirmation, then you are present with yourself, by the way. Your mind and your body are connected. They are in the present moment. And they are present to the word I am. You can feel the difference. If you say I am from your head, you can tell. But when you say it from your body with a level of conviction that you can feel inside, when you're present with it, I am. What do I mean I am? I am because I can feel myself saying this, I am, right? I just lost my train of thought. That's strange. So yeah, affirmations work better when we are present with them. But we do get programmed with what to think and how to speak as well. As a society, there are people that literally program us. When you say, I'm hungry, Like, I know what you mean, but that's not true. You are experiencing hunger in your tummy, but you are not the hunger itself. Same thing when you say you're tired. I'm tired. Like, do you know what you're doing at a spiritual level? It's like you are taking the spiritual, you're taking this your spiritual self and affirming it in the energy of being tired. I am this tiredness. I am hungry. I'm sick. So it's like we're so careless with the way that we use the word I am or the phrase I am. But it has a lot of power, and you are beginning to affirm your spiritual power and resonance of who you are. It's like you're choosing to take that and put it in an energy of being tired, hungry. What would happen if you are conscious about the things that you're talking about, and then you consciously affirmed your life? Like you've heard of people that say speak blessings over your life. What would happen if you consciously become aware of what you are saying every day, the things that you say without even thinking about it, just because you are experiencing a state of being? For example, here, like, hunger or whatever. If you use that awareness to really program your life from a place of power, inner power, right? Like where you are coming from within, you're using that power of saying I am. Like even when I say it right now, you could probably tell that there's something behind that. So if you can close your eyes or just look away for a minute. But if you're driving, don't do this, please. Thank you. So listen to my words, like without watching me. Just listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it like I don't mean it. It's gonna come from my head, and then I'm also gonna say it when I really mean it. If you can participate, I would really be grateful to let me know if you felt the difference. So I won't tell you which one I'm gonna start with, but it's just a little experiment, just to see if it really works, right? I know it does, but I like doing experiments. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the first one. I am happy. I am abundant. I'm worthy. Now I'm gonna say the second one. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am magnetic. I am free. Which one did you feel more, and which one was just like surface level and there wasn't no energy there? If you can participate and put it in the chat, I would really appreciate it. So this is the power of using your voice, because your voice is also very, very powerful. Like the vibration in your throat and the words that you speak, this is what they call it, spelling. They've put certain spells on us to say certain things repeatedly, and we are unconscious to it. We just say it like a normal thing. They know how powerful your vibration in your throat and your voice is. So if you're committed to yourself and your own life to only say things that you feel, only speak truth from your heart for about a week or so, you would really see the difference in your life, because a lot of us are asleep and unconscious to what we're saying, and it's just become our normal. And anything can become your normal. But the question is, are you choosing what is normal for you, or are you reacting and making the reaction the normal experience for you? And you can find out like what blocks and restrictions are playing at an energy level through your Akashic Record, which is an energetic database. It literally keeps everything that we've ever done, like every choice you've made, every thought you've ever thought, who you are at a soul level, and the potentials of what you may be trying to manifest also reside in there. Before I did my own reading, I was disconnected from my power. I did not know who I was. And there were certain patterns that were playing in the background of my life without me knowing. And I just thought that that's just how life was, And I was in a lot of like victim energy. I was blaming people. It was just not good. It wasn't what I call like, being in your power. You kind of have to know what you're putting in your subconscious mind and consciously choose what you're going to create for yourself. But a lot of us don't know that we may have certain patterns of choices that we keep choosing every time, but then manifesting things that we don't want, and then, we react, why did this happen? Life is hard or whatever. I'm not saying that it isn't, but sometimes it's the blocks and restrictions that are within us that are choosing on our behalf. It's like, yeah, we are awake, we are awake, but we are really asleep at a spiritual level. And we just take on any program because maybe we don't know any better. This is where the Akashic Record really illuminates your consciousness about what you've been choosing and where it started from and who was involved when you created that block. Some of my clients, when they come to me, they are having, relationship issues, financial issues, family drama. And so when they get the reading, they find out, oh, okay, so this is what happened. This is what created this. And anything that is created, whether it is created with clean energy, whether you chose it or not, whether it's created with negative energy, manipulation or control or whatever, anything that is created by a consciousness has to be experienced. It's gonna wanna express itself in your life. When we create a negative state of being, or we put ourselves down repeatedly over and over again, we just think that we're not good enough and we keep putting ourselves down, that consciousness of not enoughness, not worthy, is going to have to experience itself in your body and in your life. It sort of have to be, it has to be experienced. You have to experience what you created because you created it, right? Or someone else created it and they threw some suggestive thoughts on you. Like, they suggested these negative feelings onto you, these negative thoughts and feelings to make you think that you are not good enough. And this is so common right now. Yeah, there's a lot of people that even enjoy making other people feel bad about themselves. So that energy has to be experienced. So it comes up like, you have an intention to change your life and you begin taking action. It just pops up out of nowhere in your mind or in your feelings. No, I don't think I can do it. I'm just lying to myself. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm not good enough to be loved. I don't think I can have a loving relationship. All of these are like energies that were created, and then at the same time you have the ego that's keeping you safe within the limitation that you created. Because the ego's job is to keep you safe. It doesn't really care whether you like something or not. You created it, you made it normal in your mind, your consciousness, and your body, and your life in general. Then you learn how to play within that limitation, like, making similar choices, and you just feel bad about it. But maybe you're afraid to move forward, right? And so this is where the ego comes in. Oh, no, don't be afraid. So let's just stop all of this. You don't have to move on. You don't have to go to the next level. Stay here. But I'm not happy. It's okay. You're safe. You don't know what's on the other side. And I don't know how to protect you over there because I've never been there. We've never been there. This is the ego talking to you. So the ego learns to protect you within the current level of consciousness you've created for yourself, whatever that looks like. And the ego isn't mean. It's not mean at all. It's doing its job by keeping you safe, because you have to have some type of mechanism to, keep you safe from, like, jumping off the cliff or whatever, because you don't have a physical mechanism to let you know, hey, that's dangerous over there. So its whole job is to keep you safe. So sometimes people get frustrated with themselves. Oh, I'm doing all of this. I don't understand why I'm not moving forward. It's because they're not aware that the ego is also trying to keep them safe. And it's not really doing this to be mean. It's doing its job. And so your job as a conscious creator is to consciously choose what you want to experience next. Because you've been programmed, most likely repeatedly, with a certain program of I'm not good enough, or I can't do it, other people are better at this than me, whatever, then to me that means that you're gonna have to reprogram your subconscious mind by doing repetitions of certain affirmations, right? And like we mentioned, there are 2 different ways to do affirmations. The people that do affirmations while they're thinking about other things, they're not even present, just to be present first of all, and they're not present in their body, and then they're not present to what they're saying. They just, they experience their life very differently. Their lives are different than the people that really take time to tune in, to really be present, to shut off the mind, to shut off the world, and just be here. It's my time to be with myself, to awaken myself, to awaken the divine presence within me, so that I can begin to affirm my life from a place of power, inner power. When you do it like this, you can feel it. Excuse me. You can feel it at every level, right? Whereas if you're doing it just from your mind, you're not connected to anything else. So yeah, you're gonna hear yourself speaking, but that's about it. You're not gonna feel anything. And I'll tell you, when you begin to do affirmations from a place of authentic resonance and deep feeling of what you are saying, your life can change in a very short period of time. And you begin to create and tap into a beautiful relationship with deeper aspects of yourself. Especially women, we are very powerful. We've been programmed to seek validation outside of ourselves. We've been programmed to compete with other women. We've been programmed to shrink our energies when other women are present, or whenever we're just in public doing something. It's like we unconsciously shrink our energy and so make ourselves small. It's like, don't take up space, and and the places that we visit sometimes do have lower frequencies in vibration energy, and then also thoughts that the people that come there live in the environment. If it was a heightened thought and feeling, those sense of being do stay in the environment, they in the air. You walk into the grocery store and all of a sudden you feel anxious or like upset or whatever. There's a reason. So when you walk in that store and you shrunk your energy, you pick that up really quickly because you're making yourself small, you're limiting yourself, and those energies and thoughts resonate at a level of being, at a limitation level. They are limiting states of being, so they can only be absorbed by someone who has shrunk their energy, who thinks less about themselves. When they walk in, they have the little mental chatters. Ooh, is it okay for me to be here? Does my hair look good? What if they're judging me? Whatever, all the little mental dramas that we entertain in our minds when we are not conscious to what's going on. So, and what I find, especially with women, if a woman hasn't tapped into their power and they see a confident woman and dress well, and they're feeling themselves, they're feeling confident. If a woman hasn't tapped into their own divine feminine energy, they're gonna judge her. Who does she think she is? How dare she look like that? I can't tell you how many times I've heard nasty things from women, even older women, older than me, like in the 60s and stuff. It blows my mind. I'm like, okay, you can do it too, right? You can heal yourself, and it's okay to be confident as a woman. That's available to you too, right? But it's easier to hate than compliment. With certain women, it's easier for them to hate than compliment. On March 8th, I'm hosting a free feminine activation session. So if you are interested in feminine energy at all, how to tap into your own power, how to tap into your womb power, how to heal it, and how to manifest with it, then I encourage you to tap into on the link on the bio there on my page. Tap the link in the bio and then check it out and see if it aligns with you. I'm sorry, one moment. Yeah, check it out and see if it's aligned for you, because I'll tell you, we don't call anything in our consciousness that we're not ready for. Everything that you see, everything that you experience in your life, you code it there. And sometimes when we're ready, we begin to see similar patterns of things that are showing up in our consciousness. And we actually do spiritually send out signals when we're ready to transform our lives. We send out signals to kind of bring certain things into our consciousness, our mind, and our eyes, so that we can choose. When we watch someone and they do what we're looking for, you can tell at a spiritual level. It doesn't mean that you are obligated to get a session with someone just because you see them. There's a lot of people. So like, as you are going on your spiritual journey, if you see someone that like really aligns with you, check it out. Go with them. Like, and don't let your mind get in your way either, because your mind is gonna try to stop you. Like, that's not an option. That's gonna happen. If you've been at one level of consciousness for some time and now you're trying to like change yourself, the ego has learned to be comfortable with you there. So the moment you begin to like go to the next level, it's like, oh no, where do you think you're going? So it's gonna throw like fear, anxieties, oh no, don't listen to that, whatever, right? So I would love for you to join if you can, if you want to. And if you can't make it live, the replay will be sent to the email. And so that's March 8th. It's a Saturday, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So check it out if you are interested. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you so much for being with me. I will be going live tomorrow around 8 p.m. Mountain. Yeah, we're not going to do 4 p.m. anymore. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a good evening. I will see you in the next one. If you have a good evening, I will see you in the next one. If you have a good evening, I will see you in the next one. If you have a good evening, I will see you in the next one.